Did I tell you I got hit? Oh, we'll talk about that. My car got hit.
Yours did?
Yep.
We'll start with that. Logan's car getting hit. I'll put that right above being racist.
Yeah. Bitches sucking on my cock and this one I'm a bitch, I'm And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Beat your monkey
I'll
ass.
beat your monkey ass. What's going on, guys? Back in the mix. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these bad boys right here. We should start doing like proper podcast intros where we're like, it's your boy. There's been historically there's been so many funny YouTubers that have like these whack like daily vloggers that have like the wackest intros. Like,
What's up going on, guys?
I remember FouseyTube used to have a crazy one. He'd be like, "Good morning, the best family on YouTube." Like, it was always like so.
Without looking up at shit.
What about
It's like punching yourself in the face.
Yeah, remember Jolie Polioli?
No.
Jolioli?
I don't
He
think
was
dude,
the,
I never caught up with any
There's
of
a
that.
gentleman named Custom Grow 420.
Don't know that either.
Really?
I mean, I have to see his face, but...
It's the same guy, and I'll do the whole intro right now. It's actually awesome. People who know this guy will know this guy.
What's his name? Jelly Roll?
Just look up Custom Grow 420. But he's a goon, and I think he's from Canada. But he does like weed videos. Just today I'm be hitting a fucking 10-gram ripper out of a 7-foot bong. Yeah, there he is. That's Jolioli.
I've probably seen some clips of him.
That's my guy. We gotta clip this. This is everyone on TikTok will know who Jolioli is. But he would go he would do this. He would go, "What up, YouTube? What up? Jolioli coming at ya for Custom Grow 420, the 18 over channel designed for cannabis patients and adults. All right, guys, in this one," and then he would say what he's about to do. Oh no, he would start with, "Yeah." Dude, we gotta have catchphrases, bro. Come on.
Well, I feel like most they just start by like being like, all right, here's my tour dates. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina on Tuesday.
I'm going to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm going to be in freaking Daston and Dallas. And
catch me in Hemet, California.
Catch me in Havre de Grace, Tennessee, or Maryland. That's Tom Myers, if you know who that. Do you know who Tom Myers is?
Dude, I don't know, bro. I don't keep up with names. I mean, I know the faces, but
Tom Myers is like a famously shit stand-up comedian. He has a joke.
So like every comedian.
Yeah, like most comedians in like the scene understand who he is. I remember like Cumtown used to do bits about him. He was just horrible, and he was like so delusional about it. Like he would make specials, like he would film specials at like dive
like
bars.
Wazoo, that one guy where he's like the movie.
Yeah, and he would record them and make them into albums, and like he was so bad. His most famous joke that Tim Dillon grilled him on once was he would say he's like, "I walked into a convenience store and I was just waiting behind this guy in line, and he grabbed all these foods. He grabbed a bag of Doritos, he grabbed a dirty rotten banana and a big old gallon of cheap fruit punch, and then and he's like, 'Oh, I'm sorry, my wife is having an operation. She can only eat certain things.' And I said, 'What did you have? What did she have? A bong hit transplant?'" And the crowd goes mild. Like the crowd.
The crowd goes medium.
This guy was so. This guy was. Dude, mild. No, you got to hear Tim Dillon grill him about it. It's actually mad funny. But no, but it's funny too because like there was like his fan base. Or lack thereof, they were people that were going to watch him ironically. Yeah. So it would be a bunch of guys that would go to these shows just to fucking make fun of him. And after every joke, instead of laughing, they would cheer and they would start a chant. They'd be like, "Tom Myers, Tom Myers!" Like after every joke. And he was delusional enough to think that they liked him.
Yeah, they actually like they weren't he didn't think that they were actually trolling him.
Yeah, Tom Myers was bad. He was the worst. He's still going. He actually is.
Now he's probably funny because of how bad he is.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's horrible. He decided to pick a fight with the Cumtown guys because they roasted him. So he's like, no one comedy likes him.
It's one of those guys who can't take a joke, I guess.
He's the assistant manager of a Mexican restaurant in Maryland. But yeah, my car got hit.
Oh yeah, so I did right. Okay, I take that one out. What happened?
Yeah, so
Is it fucked up still?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's real fucked up. But no, yeah, post EDC, I was like, I'm a little depressed. Like, we had all this fun, and now I got to come back to reality. Back
it just
to work.
sucked, dude. I was kidding.
Yeah, EDC sucked ass. No, it was dope. But yeah, like, I don't know. I was just trying to get back into the swing of things, and I'm looking at my car, and there's this little tiny dent in the passenger door, and I was like, I'm gonna get this thing fucking fixed. Like, I'm gonna get my
somebody
shit
probably
together.
hit it in the parking lot or some shit. Or?
No, this was like when I bought the car. I already had it.
Yeah,
like,
but like probably is it like a
sure,
dent?
Yeah, it's like a
hit.
door ding.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this dent, and I'm like, I love my car. I've been neglecting it a little bit, and I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna take it in, get it serviced and everything. The day that I had that thought, I went to a liquor store to get drinks. I forget what I was going to do. Oh, me and my friend Hayden were gonna go hang out, but I go to the liquor store. I walk in, I come out, and there's like an Arab guy, and he's like that guy. He hit your car and he run off, and I'm like, what? And I look at my car, and there's just a big. It looked like the Hulk punched the side of my car.
No way.
Yeah, both of my doors.
Wait, so you're parked in a parking lot outside of a liquor store?
Yeah, so basically I'm parked in the front, and there's other parking spaces that are like perpendicular to me.
What?
So
where is this at? What liquor store?
It is the liquor store by Anya's Pizza on Rochester. To all my podcast listeners, that's the best place to get liquor. No. But yeah, so there's a Chevron and there's a liquor store. So I'm parked in front of the Chevron, and I walked over to the liquor store, but there's perpendicular spots.
Okay.
So this dingleberry just backed into my car and then drove off.
Oh.
So yeah, so now my car is all fucked up.
Did you go through the cameras?
Okay, here's the best part. So I walked into this fucking Chevron because the liquor store doesn't have cameras.
Let's rob the place.
Yeah, no, they have cameras inside,
oh, okay.
but they don't have them outside. Which is
all right. Let's not rob the place.
You need the plates though, so the outside cameras.
How the fuck are they just?
But I noticed the Chevron has perfect cameras, so I walk into the Chevron. I'm like, "Hello, sir. Someone just hit my car. Can you please supply me with the video footage?"
You're like, not unless there's a police report.
Well, yeah, he's like. No, he didn't say that. He goes, my manager will be here in a half hour. And I'm like, for what? Just give me the fucking footage. And he's like, come back in a half hour with a flash drive.
It sounds like that's the guy who probably hit your fucking car.
Yeah. I was like, what? And he's like, the police have to be here. And I was like, I don't know. I know for a fact that if I call the police, they're not going to come. It's going to be a long time before they come. So I'm like, well,
they'll probably come. They'll probably send like a.
Oh, okay, perfect.
They'll probably send like a mall cop.
We got an incredible next story for what's gonna happen after this. Anyways, so I go home bummed out, or me and my friend Hayden go drink, and then I go home, and then I call the police, and the guy's like, "Okay, so do you want me to go and look through the video footage?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Where the police said this?
Yeah,
they're like,
so I called the police department.
So they're basically like. Do you really want me to do my job and
the exact vibe
find this guy who committed a crime?
That's the total. That is the vibe I was getting from that.
Dude, imagine if it was like a murder or some shit. You're like, do I have to find?
I call and I do all the police report stuff, and then the guy's like, okay, so we have two options. So option A, if this is just for your insurance purposes, I can give you the number for the police report. And have a nice day. Or if you want to pursue this and press charges criminally, then I will have to go down and retrieve the footage whenever I have time. And is that what you want to do?
This guy doesn't want to do it.
And I'm literally, I'm like, I have my mouth open. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm
like, what do you want? What?
Yeah.
Hey man, what did you what do you rather be doing right now?
Yeah. So now
I mean, obviously sitting just not doing anything.
Now I feel like I'm wasting this fucker's time.
Fuck no, dude. Make him do his job.
I'm like,
dude, you have any idea? Like,
dude, Spencer Watson 10 just liked my track.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, I was super confused.
No, but no. So I was like, how about option 2? No. I said, I was like,
how about the option where you do your fucking job? Yeah,
I was like,
officer.
I was like, I'd appreciate it if you'd go and review this footage at your earliest convenience, my good sir. And he's like, I'll let you know. I haven't heard from him since. It's been 2 weeks.
Oh my god,
yeah, it's fucking unbelievable. So. Yeah, and then funny enough, today was when I took my car in to get like an estimate on it, and the guy just keeps saying he keeps calling me Papa, almost like Chris Chin would, but like repeatedly.
Yeah.
He was like, "Papa, your car, Papa. What's going on, Papa?" And I'm like, it just got hit. And he's like, "Oh, it looks bad, Papa. You might need a new door, Papa." I swear to God, that's how he's talking to me. But he's
it's
very
probably
nice.
both doors, though, right?
So yes and no. So it is both doors, but we'll put the photo up and thing.
Yeah. I was gonna go out there and take.
It is both doors. The door on the back door could be rolled out, so I don't have to buy a new door for that one. The front door, it damaged the fucking frame part on the bottom too, so I might need a new complete door. But
could you roll down your window?
Huh?
Could you roll down your window?
Oh, everything's chill. Yeah,
okay.
It's just on the bottom. But yeah, bro, that fucking sucked. I got hit and run.
That shit's kind of really annoying too, with the fact where it's like you can't review cameras unless there's a police. Like I've done that in situations where I'm like I've been at a bar and like. I think you were there at Hamilton's when Wade knocked over a drink and everyone thought I did it, and I was like, dude, I walked to the front, I'm like, can we look at your cameras because I got like a point to prove, and like the police need to be here. I was like, why?
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up bad. It's hard to tell in this photo.
Yeah,
but it's fucked up horrible. But yeah, no, I what do you not trust me? I just want to see it. Let me just write down the. If they could show you the footage and I could see the license plate and write it down, I could just do the police report and then we could skip like a whole.
I don't understand what the legal like obligations are. Where it's like, do you think I'm like gonna go back and like sexually like I want to just see a girl walk in? You know what I mean? Like you know, like what could possibly be a situation where I'm like and let alone I'm already there witnessing it live. It's like.
Out of all the privacy laws, that might be the strangest
It's
one.
fucking so stupid.
It might be the
Dude, the amount of times, because I have house cameras, security all throughout my house the past, like, however many years. And, like, police and, like, neighbors and shit, like, hey, can we check this out? I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, if I could just fucking rewind it. Give me a time, and I'll just do it. Because, I mean, like, it's no...
Yeah, it's no
nothing hard at all. Now it's fucked because if it's anything like my system, probably like most system, everything's recording 24/7, and so it resets after a certain amount of time. So I think mine like maxed out at like 2 weeks, where it's like I can't go back anymore because it's like so much fucking storage of 24/7 recording.
Yeah. Listen, if someone came up to my house and was like, "Hey, there's a girl that I like that walked past your Ring doorbell cam. I want to jerk off. Can I get the footage?" I'd be like, "Yeah,
yeah." No, I'm like,
sure.
You gotta, yeah.
What's your do that. Have you any updates on the guy peeping over the wall? Does he still do that?
No, I haven't seen him since.
Oh,
actually, no. You know, it's actually
he watched the podcast. He saw the clip.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit,
no,
they got me.
You know, what's actually kind of interesting. I thought about today is that more often than ever in my life have I caught them. Not him. I haven't seen him since the day after when I saw him like waving at me, like putting trash away. But more often I see like I think his sister or mom. I don't know, bro. It's like, you never know with these Asians where it's like they could be 10, 150. And you don't know it's like
they don't crack.
You know,
they don't crack.
There's been so many times where I walk out and I'm like, there's just somebody just sitting in the car, like they're just sitting there. They just sit in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
just doing their thing.
All right, they're not going anywhere. They just kind of sit. And I'm like, okay. But anyways, no, I haven't seen him. But what I was gonna say was I guess the idea of a phone call was I wasn't gonna talk. Not, I guess it's funny and interesting. But when we did that, that's why I had these shoes on here. Actually, is when we did the thrift store party. Mm-hmm. So Tyler got me these fucking shoes. Right?
Those are nice Air Max 90s.
Wait,
they say big L on the back.
Yeah, they're custom made.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but anyways, I don't know anything about like Nikes or somebody was like these are like the fucking version 1s or whatever.
Those
like
are Air Max 90s.
Like they're like 1990s.
No, that's just the Air Max number 90. I don't know when they came out, but they called them Air Max 90s.
Anyways, they're kind. I mean, like,
they're dope.
I wore them to the gym once just to send a picture of Tyler, and dude, I'm in the locker room, like getting ready to leave, and this fucking like. Very short guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, those are really nice shoes." And I'm towering over this guy. I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I'm like just trying to like leave, whatever. And he goes, what do you do? I was like, huh? He's like, what do you do for a living? I was like, oh, right now I'm like kind of like working on this AI shit, just messing around. He goes, oh, okay. He's like, what are you gonna do after that? What's your backup plan? And I was like, what's your conversation plan? Where's this going in my head?
Yeah.
And I was talking for a little bit. And then the conversation's kind of going like, weirdly. And then he basically goes like, I work at Nissan. I've been there for like 24 years. We can use like a hybrid guy who goes in every now and then, does something, And at the point I'm like, There's no fucking way I
Like
would.
fixes hybrids?
No. He works in like hybrid, like at home and then working there.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, we could use a hybrid guy. He's like, they pay like $100,000 a year or something like that. And like, let alone, I'm like, probably it's something like if you're gonna pitch a job to somebody
At a gym,
in an LA Fitness
because he's got dirty Air Maxes on.
yeah. If you're pitching a job application to a guy in a LA Fitness locker room, and I'm fucking sweaty because I just got out of the sauna for 10 minutes. This is your pitch, it's probably not like a very prestige job. So I was like, okay, I'll hear him out for a story or whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
who knows? Maybe something comes out of it. And he goes, he's like, let me get your number. I was like, okay. And I gave him my real number. It was one of those things. It was like, good thing I did, because he fucking called me to like make sure you double check, And he sends me like he goes on voicemail. He goes, hey, Spencer, it's me. What his name? He goes, blessings to you and your family. We talked in the LA Fitness, the fucking locker room. At this point, people were walking by. I'm like, all right, man. And he sent it to me. I was like, okay, see you later. Good talking to you.
He leaves you a message in front of you?
No, yeah, he does like the text.
That's crazy.
He does like the text thing.
Oh,
He's a nice guy. I'm like, sure, maybe he's just, I don't know, fucking
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know what there was not enough like conversation for me to pick out what was going on, but I was like,
Yeah.
something funny will come out of this. So I get home. I text him. I was like, hey, nice meeting you, buddy. Yeah, sure. I'd love to know more about this job opportunity. Send me more information. If you can send me like a website or something I can check out. Because
Yeah.
you didn't say anything. All you said
we're
was,
looking for a hybrid guy.
all this guy said was, I work at Nissan. I've been there for
Nice
like
shoes.
24 years. And we could use a hardworking hybrid guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, doing what, brother? I'll be like, I can't just show up and be an engineer.
Yeah.
So
I
I
don't
was
know how
like,
to do that.
okay. So then I text him and I
Whoa.
say, oh, that's your foot. I was like, what
Yeah,
is
it's my
that?
toesies.
I texted Tyler. I was like, dude, this fucking guy. And I was like, but this guy probably wants to fuck me as a joke, right?
Yeah.
And then I text him. I was like, I'd love to know more. And then he calls me like 8 days later.
Nice.
And he leaves a voicemail of actually his fucking voicemail is already up here. I'll just play it on here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's something very interesting. It's not. I'll probably blur out his name, but. Oh wait, hold on. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because he called me again today.
Yeah.
But hold on.
I had a question.
Okay, here we go.
Spencer, how's it going? It's me. I had a question for you. We talked over at LA Fitness in the call-ins, and we were talking about business, and you having a biology degree, I think you were telling me. I had a question I need to ask you. If you give me a call, I'd appreciate it. You have a great day, bro. Bye-bye. If not, I'll
Damn.
see you at the gym. Take care.
Oh, that's fucking menacing, dude. I'd go to a different gym, to be honest.
No, I mean, it's nothing really threatening, but
Wait, is he older?
yeah, he's
Mexican? White?
I don't know, dude. I only saw him for about 2 minutes in a fucking.
Mm.
So he calls me like almost like a week and a half later,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I get that call. Because I get fucking random numbers all the time, but I was like, get this call and you get that voicemail. I was like, oh, it's him. And I was like, I mean, honestly, I feel like whatever he's gonna pitch me probably isn't worth what I'm doing now. I'm like, I'm way better off doing. There's nothing.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm like, for the story, fuck it. Let's.
Yeah,
hey,
it's for the
yeah,
lore.
hey, I'm like, let's do
For
it.
the plot.
So I call him back, and he's like, hey, what's going on? He goes, I was doing a lot of stuff this week, and then I figured I hit the gym today, and I'm on my way right now, and I thought, you know what? You know who I want to see? I want to see my friend Spencer. You going to the gym right now? And I was like, no, I'm I think I said I went earlier or something like that. He goes, oh man, yeah, I wanted to go because I thought you were gonna be there. I was like, no, I didn't went today. He goes, all right. He's like, so, and then the guy's like, so you're doing like you own a business, or like something like out of the. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I was like talking to him for a little bit, and he basically goes, I was like, yeah, so you work for Nissan, like what was this? And also in the fucking, he goes, I have a question for you, but there was no question for me. I had
Yeah.
asked him, I was like, so what you like? I'm still curious about what this job position is. Like, so you work at Nissan? He goes, yeah, no, I work for Nissan, but I was talking about a buddy of mine who's hiring people for e-commerce that I thought you might be interested in.
What?
And then, well, actually, no, sorry, he doesn't go that I'm interested in. He goes, yeah, no, I have a buddy who does e-commerce, and I thought maybe you would know people who would be interested in it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, not even. Like the whole conversation was based off of like a job opportunity. Now he's talking about like get your friends to do e-commerce, which is nothing even a part of what he was doing. I was like, so wait, hold on. So it's for your friend? He goes, yeah, but how about this? What are you free? I was like, What about, I don't know. This next 2 weeks, I'm like going out of town. I'm going to like EDC and then like Big Mammoth the next weekend. He goes, all right, well, I want to get together. I want to have a cup of coffee with you. I want to talk some stuff over. And I was like, at this point, I was like, about what, dude? There's nothing. There's nothing.
You haven't given me a
No.
single solid evidence.
But at this point, I'm like, do I do are you trying to like offer me a job at e-commerce or something? He's like, no. I just want to see if your friends are interested. But let's talk. And now I'm like, oh, this guy is actually kind of like just interested in like just he's
Talking to you, being your friend, or
I don't know, but stuff like that.
100%.
But I was like, okay, and then he's called me about 5 times since then, and he called me today. I should call back right now
on the podcast. Just call back, please.
Should I?
Yeah, just call back and be like, hey, just letting you know I'm thinking about you.
Dude, should I?
Yeah, just be like, hey, you at the gym? I was thinking about coming down, but I don't know. I'm kind of tired, but I was thinking maybe if you're there, I could also come and hang out.
Well, hold on. How do I?
Oh, no way.
I'll call him. I got to.
You just put it on speaker, no?
I guess I could.
Yeah.
Well, no. I can. It could be way easier. I can plug it in on my computer. I'll call him back. But I can't look at you because if I look at you, I'm gonna close my eyes and talk to him. What do you think I should do? Like, hey, sorry, I missed your call.
Hey, sorry, Mr. Carl, what are you up to?
But here's the thing: is I guarantee you he's gonna be like, let's get together and have a coffee. Let's plan out a date. And I really don't want to fucking plan out a date, or maybe I should.
Just be like, I don't like coffee. I'm allergic to caffeine. You gotta just keep the troll rolling. But also, you have to go to the gym with this guy, so you can't.
No, I haven't seen him there like ever.
He just came for the one time. He came trolling.
All right.
Swing it, bro.
Just don't look at me. Just don't look at me.
Okay.
Dude, you can't be doing this.
I appreciate your call. Leave a message.
Leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, how you doing? I missed your call. Sorry about that. I've been working on my garage all day, and I noticed that you called me, and just thinking about you, and I wanted to call you back, and call me when you have the chance. Thank you. Bye.
I'm so happy today. I'm fucking so nervous.
Dude, I'm setting myself up to fucking failure.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I was really thinking about that coffee, and just noticed it's been a while since I've had a coffee with a guy, you know?
Dude, this is fucking so stupid, dude.
Think about it this
I
way.
He was like, I've been thinking about you. And he's like, yes,
See,
I gotta call him back.
If
he calls me back, dude, honestly,
if you put yourself in his shoes, put yourself in King's shoes for a second. Let's say he is a gay man. Hypothetically, he's a gay man, and he's older. He's in his late 30s, early 40s, and he's just going to the gym, and he sees a guy that he thinks is handsome, and he wants to take on a coffee date. But it's like, obviously, you can't be straightforward. You can assume he's straight, so you're gonna bring up some bullshit about how we need a hybrid guy at Nissan.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Dude, I was thinking about that too. I was like, because it makes you like think like a girl, where it's like these motherfuckers are just not even vicious, but like they just keep coming, dude. It's like I haven't answered your phone call a week. I haven't given you any incentive of being me like, hey, let's hang out. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll think about, I don't know.
There's a greter conversation.
Hopefully that's even his number. Honestly, I might have just fucking
called like your teacher or something, like some random telemarketer.
That's for sure him.
But the thing is, like,
I should just leave him 50 voicemail. I need you now.
If you called me, but you're not answering when I call you. No, but it does bring up a greater conversation about like flirting and like the craziest things you've said to flirt, like when you were trying to act like you weren't. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. Dude. Especially being a guy trying to like see if this guy is gay and likes me. You know? What I mean?
How do you feel that?
You just gotta keep just fucking. I don't know.
Some gay guys are very undercover.
Another thing I was thinking about too is the guy's like got to be like 4'11". Like he's very very short. Guy. Do you think that's like a thing where it's like they're into, where it's like these are girls like I really want a tall man? Do you think like?
Yeah, he's a bottom. Hypothetically, I'm not.
No, he's a hybrid.
Yeah, he's a hybrid. He's looking for a hybrid guy. He's looking for a guy that does both.
Yeah. So we'd
damn.
even well, hopefully he calls me back. If he does, I'll just fucking answer it straight. I mean, hopefully
we will be waiting for
probably
that.
sleeping. He's like, yeah.
We should probably bleep his name. No.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
probably
we'll
gonna
bleep
bleep his
it. We'll
name.
bleep
I mean,
it,
it's
sure.
not like fucking you're gonna find him off his name, but
Yeah.
anyways,
It's pretty funny.
yeah. So I was gonna talk EDC. One thing I thought was really funny that you took like a perfect perspective on is the perfect idea of EDC. There's too many people there who they gotta tone down the horniness.
Yeah, it's too fucking horny, man. Like, and the thing is, I'm saying this as a guy who has a fan that says "sit on my face."
Yeah.
That's the
Oh
horn.
yeah, no, there's a fan up there.
Yeah, that's I think that's about as horny as I'll go, because I don't like. I mean, Matt gave me that fan, and I think it's funny, and maybe a girl will see it and she'll think that that's something I want.
Yeah.
But
well, it's kind of more of like, oh, that's a funny thing.
It's kind of funny, yeah. But like, it's like everyone there is in competition to dress the least. Like, how close can we be to naked before we're actually naked?
Yeah.
And also like the fan that says "sit on my face" is like that's right at that's the tip of the iceberg.
Because it's funny and like
it's funny. It's
like,
kind of horny. It's fun. Whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like there, and then there's a fan that's like squirt man juice into my mouth.
Yeah.
And then there's like I'm like
let me play inside your asshole.
Let me play inside your asshole. Pressure builds pipes or whatever. Pressure bursts pipes.
I pop that
it's just
jam.
Like, it's just like people have totems that are sexual and like everything's so sexual. Why does everything got to be so sexual?
Yeah, that's what I was saying is because it's like one of those things because it's like Insomniac is known for being like, oh, be yourself, be free, do your thing.
That's
like,
fine.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like there gets a limit because we were at fucking Kinetic Field. We're at the biggest stage there, and we look over and there's a dude out of his mind wearing just his underwear, and his underwear is pulled down past his ass.
Yeah.
So his whole ass is hanging out, and his fucking pubic bone and like the tip of his shaft is chilling out.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of just sitting there, and I'm like, listen, man, again, I'm glad you're having fun, doing your thing, drugs, whatever. But like, dude, your asshole is hanging out. And I'm like, put your asshole away.
So I saw this Reddit post. I'm going to try to find it because I thought about bringing it up in this podcast because I knew you were going to bring up the horny thing. So,
and yeah, people have totems that have LED signs that go through.
Dude.
And somebody said, show me your tits and I'll put your name on the sign. I'm like, ew,
yeah,
dude.
come on.
Because it's like, it's not even being like I love tits or anything. It's like, come show me your tits and I will put your name on here. And I'm like, what is this, a fucking ranking system? I was like, it's just somebody specifically like, I'm gonna see so many fucking tits.
Yep.
I'm gonna put their name on a fucking totem.
So when I was the EDC subreddit is really great. Is a great place. There's a lot of information there. There's a Discord there. There's a lot of good stuff there. And leading up to EDC, I was frequenting it because there's a lot of news and fun stuff about sets, whatever. After EDC, however, it's a lot of you're gonna get a lot of I miss it. I want to go back to the. And there's also like, did you see that guy who fucking punched a girl in the head at John Summit night 1?
Yeah.
And then there was one that was like, there was a naked guy walking around at Kinetic Field. Like butt naked, like he took all of his clothes off and he just walked and he had his dick and his balls in one hand and was just walking around, fat naked guy. And there's like 500 comments of guys that have seen him, and it's like, dude, shit gets weird.
And there's so many people defending him, like he's just being himself. He's just being who he is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, come on, brother.
It's like, dude, there was a guy legitimately molesting people in the bathroom. Like, you got to be free and just let loose.
Let him do whatever there is a point where raving becomes like absolute anarchy, lunacy, like where you can't, that can't happen.
There's a girl just being grabbed and she's screaming, everyone's pulling on her and shit.
Yeah,
and she's like, help me, I don't know these guys. You're like, just let loose. You just have fun. It's pluribage.
Yeah, pluribage.
They're just trying to be themselves.
Yeah.
Just be you.
Yeah.
She goes, no, seriously, help. Like,
fucking help. Shit is gross. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like,
this guy is legit rubbing his kicking balls on me. He goes, he's just being him. Are you actually being a bigot and telling him to stop?
Yeah, he's being his best self. No, the thing is, in that case, if any woman or person feels weirded out, usually the crowd is like relatively good about stamping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when, dude, There was a girl at Kinetic Field. I seen this on the Reddit too. There was a girl in the main stage, like towards the front, that just started feeling like wetness on her back, and a guy had whipped out his cock and started pissing all over her and her boyfriend.
Insane.
And then a guy punched him in the face like as hard as he could.
He's like, plur.
Yeah, plur. And the police took away the pissing guy and the punching guy, and they both got in trouble. With that being said, yeah, I think it does go too far. I was really tired at the end of night 1, and we were watching John Summit, and the girl in front of me had a fan that says, "John Summit, I want you to make me cummy." And I was like, this is getting a little too horny for me, man. Getting a little too fucking horny for me. John Summit, make me cummy. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I'm very private about my proclivities. And I wish everyone else would be too. I don't want to hear about that stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. But it's just there's a point where it does get too horny.
Matt had said he went on a Reddit page too, and he had said like, "Hey, listen, this is my first time at EDC. It was fun, but here's like the issues that I found." And he was just blasted, like, "Then don't fucking go next year." Then you're like, "Jesus."
Matt posted on Reddit.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, it
my
was
cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he posted.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Had it been, yeah. I was like,
what was his
Twitter,
issues?
Well, he was just saying about camping, like little things about, I don't know, whatever he said, like very like obvious
The
fucking
parking
issues.
part?
Yeah, the parking part. Yeah, dude. Right? Dude, he thought he was so convinced somebody broke it blatantly in the broad day.
Can we
broke
talk
into
about
his
that
truck.
on the pod, or do you think he'd be pissed?
No, we'd be fine. He was just so upset because it's like we'd got. I mean, like first of all, he's hauling a fucking like what was it, 42 inches.
42 inches.
Feet.
He's got a 42-inch trailer. No, it's a
42 inch
our
feet.
trailer. The toy hauler is exactly 40 feet, and it's a fucking good sized truck.
Well, his
So
came
it's
out
like,
to 42 because he said like each space is exactly 40 feet, but he's like mine's 42.
Yeah, the truck peaked out 2 or 3 feet.
42.
But like basically, like yeah, we could start EDC from the front. We were camping. Obviously, we showed up on Thursday. So
No, we showed up. We went to Vegas on Wednesday.
yeah, we went to Vegas on Wednesday. We partied out in Vegas a little bit. We had a grand old time walking around the hotels and gambling and stuff. Won absolutely $0. And then fell asleep in the trailer. Woke up and then just hit the trailer line, the camping line real early. We hit it at like 9. I think they opened at 8. Maybe hit it an hour after they opened. From 9 to 1:30, we were in that line.
I fell asleep in that fucking car too because we got like 3 hours of sleep the night before.
It was a tough line. I'd also like to talk about the EDC search, which is a very thorough investigation, in which a guy says, "I'm just looking for bottles and that's it, bottles and glass and guns," and he walks in, he goes, "Got any bottles in here?" And we're like, "Nope." And he goes, "You guys
bottles,
are good,
glass, guns, any
good
of those?
to go." No drug dog, no security search. Like it was just like a guy walks in with a sun hat on and goes boom boom.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are solid.
It was so quick to the point where he did it so fast that the other person who like they give you the camping wristband once you're like good to go.
Yeah.
He did it so fast. He's like walked in, walked out with like a fucking bag. Of
And they were like,
Cheetos. He
"Who
goes,
searched
"Good to go."
you?" And we were like, "The guy, he's gone."
yeah. She goes, "All right, fuck it." And I'm like, "You've been doing this all day, like, you know."
Yeah, dude. And then, so yeah, we get through that line. It took a good 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1, probably 4 hours. And then we get there, and it's a mess to park in this spot. Like, the guy's like, this dude that's ushering traffic is like, "All right, you guys got a big trailer. I got a spot for you. Go up to that one, take a right, and then go down that way." And we're like, "All right." So we go up, we take a right, and we're starting to make our way down this way. And I'm looking around, I'm like, this isn't like a place we're supposed to be driving.
Well, no, he had said, he goes, you see that trailer right there? You're going to park right there. Now go that way.
That's what he said, and that's what I heard. But
Yeah.
Matt heard that we're supposed to turn right and go.
See, I mean, Matt just kind of just assumed, because he was like, no way we're going to fucking fit here. But that was the place we were supposed to.
It would make sense, though, considering, like, well, no, but he's like, "But wait for me."
Yeah,
So once we get there, we're kind of waiting.
Yeah, and that guy
he never comes.
No.
So I get out of the car and I go ask him. I'm like, "Hey, I'm that truck. We just talked 30 seconds ago. Where do we park?" And he's like, "You guys are gonna park right here." And I'm like, "Well, what?" And then as soon as I get back to the car, he parks another guy there. So it's like, okay, now where do we park?
Yeah.
So I go back to him and I'm like, "Hey, bro, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, we need to park. And Matt's all stressed out. And the guy's like, this is your spot right here. And I'm like, but we're over there. Like,
yeah.
But we're way past here. How do we get back? And he's like, well, you just got to back up this way and come over this way and back up. And then we're going to drop the truck. And I'm like, we're not dropping the truck. We don't want to drop the truck. That's too much. And he's like, yeah, okay, well, we'll back you in. I'll back you in. I'm like, well, Matt's not going to let you in the car. So it took a good 30 minutes and elbow grease. And our neighbors
I'm surprised Matt backed into a fucking tight space.
Our neighbors, which I'll get into later, had to put their awning down, and we finally got into the spot. And we get there and we start setting the trailer up.
No. Right before that, they put their awning down, and then these one guys were like, who were truckers or something like that, like, dude, you're doing a great job talking to Matt, backing him in. And then I'm like, oh, we got to have these neighbors put their awning back up.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, we got to tell them. And these random fucking guys dude, don't even knock on the door, this neighbor's door. They open the fucking door and they walk in. I hear them go, oh, I'm so sorry. We need you to put the awning up. So now I'm like, these neighbors think that this is a part, like this is us telling them. Like, we don't know this fucking guy.
He just ran a kamikaze
and they were changing. He just
thing.
walked into someone's RV like, hey, put your awning up. And they were changing. He's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. And they're like, get the fuck out of here. And then
he's
he comes
already
down,
EDCing.
and he's like putting it up and stuff.
No, they were chill about it. Yeah. They were also chill about a lot of other stuff that we'll talk about later. But anyway, so yeah, he backs this thing in. We drop the thing. We start leveling it out. We're starting to set up the trailer. And Matt carries all of his stuff in his fanny pack. He carries his phone in there, and his wallet, and his keys, and everything that's important to him is in this fanny pack, which I do too, so I can't knock him for it. But by the time we parked the truck, he had handed it off to my friend Ray and said, hey, can you put this in the bathroom? Yeah. And what he means by that is up by the master bedroom of the trailer. He probably meant to put it on the sink or in the cupboard or anywhere near that area. But there's also a bathroom with a toilet and a fucking thing, which is totally fine for Ray to think that you're supposed to put it in there. So Ray
well, hold on. It's because he told Ray that specific instructions to put in the bathroom, it makes it like, okay, if you did it, then that's fine. But also realistically, why would you fucking put it in the shower?
Yeah.
You know
it was in the shower.
It was in the shower.
Ray opened up the door and he goes, boom, and he puts it in the shower. So he does that. Neither me or Spencer saw it. But me and Spencer are standing by the truck in the trailer, and we're all there, and it's fine. There's no one around, and we're just trying to fix this thing. And then as soon as we set up the trailer, Matt's freaking out. He's like, oh, I don't know where a fanny pack is.
Well, he was stressing. Like, it was any little thing he was like freaking out about.
Yeah, he
like,
was
He
redlining.
was just stressed out, which I would be too. I would be fucking anxiety fucking
it's
through
just
the roof.
It's such a big trailer. It's actually hot out there. It's like whack. And a lot of people.
There's so many people walking by. Dude, he's trying to back up when people were just walking through. He's like, dude, I fucking.
Oh God. Sandwich between his truck and this gate. Like, it was a whole deal. But we were looking around, and he was convinced that someone had stolen it out of the truck.
Dude, no. It was.
And then he saw a guy sitting, and he was like looking at him, and he's like, I think that motherfucker stole it. Just like a random guy.
What made it so funny is how fast he went to a conclusion that somebody blatantly in broad daylight had walked into his truck. Where, by the way, we're all
standing right next to
everyone surrounding everything.
Yeah, it was
Within
crazy.
10 minutes, somebody blatantly walked in, opened his truck door, grabbed his fanny pack, and just took off. It was like, where's my fanny pack? Someone stole it.
He was convinced.
Well, no, let's fucking find it, dude. He was so convinced. And he's freaking out. I'm looking at you, I'm like, dude, no one stole it.
We're looking all over the trailer. I'm looking in the compartments. I'm looking all over the truck. I'm looking in the bed of the truck. I looked everywhere. Now I finally just like poked open the shower, and I'm like, the fanny pack's in the shower.
Yeah, you pull it out, yeah.
I put it on, and I'm like, Matt, check me out. And I started dancing. I'm like, look at my bag. And he's like, where'd you find it? I'm like, it was in the shower. He's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. But it was there. It's fine. Chill out. So that's that. That's parking. And then we met up with the other half of our group, Ricky, Jess, and Lily. And they had been chilling for a long time. They had showed up like at 9. They had showed up like at 9 or 10, like when we showed up, and thought we were gonna be there around the same time. And then they were like, well, we were in the sun at the thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, stupid.
I know. It's funny because I'm like, we were in the sun. You're like, we didn't want to fucking be waiting in a line either.
Yeah. We're sitting in this truck. The truck's like overheating to a trillion%.
Yeah, Matt kept saying, he's like, hey, it's like 175 degrees hot.
I had to Google it.
Bro, we're cooking cookies right now.
He's like, the trans says it's 190, and I think that's high, right? And I Googled it, and I'm like, I think 190's fine. It was fine. So yeah, we park. Day one is cool. That's the thing. I like the experience of camping at EDC. Like, it's cool, and it's dope that we could walk straight there.
Yeah.
But we didn't really take full advantage of it because our trailer, the AC was having issues. So so sleeping during the day would have been like a hot adventure.
Yeah.
So we kind of were awake all day, hanging out and fucking drinking beers and shit, which was dope. But I mean, like, once you get into the venue and you're hanging out there till 4 or 5 a.m., you're done. Like, I guess I know the afters and the parties and stuff after are dope, but we didn't experience.
Dude, I realized too is after I left, I looked at it, like the whole schedule and venue and stuff. When it started, when we got there, I think probably like 10 a.m. from like we weren't in yet, all the way till fucking. We had to leave Monday at like 5. I don't know about like 5 p.m. because we had to leave at 5 p.m. at Monday, but I don't know about up until then. Maybe, I don't know if what happened Monday, but
yeah,
it was non-stop. Like, I looked at it. It was when the venue started at 5 p.m. and ended at 5:30. They had a set start at 5 to like 7, and then 7 to 8 to 9 to 10.
There is never,
10,
yeah.
And then dude, there was not a single, like, you
Yeah.
could have legitimately showed up to EDC and camped and have been at a set the entire weekend without sleeping. And
Yeah.
it was something going the entire time, which made sense because the RV was rattling and we're on the fucking far corners. Like,
well,
I'm,
we
like,
were
trying to sleep.
the rattling that we were hearing wasn't the Mesa
it was
though. It was Camp OG.
Yeah.
It was the OG guys that have their own stage and shit.
Yeah,
but like,
which is their own thing too. It's
yeah,
like,
no, those are just people that have been there forever and they're just DJing and stuff, and that's super cool. But we that's the thing about camping is the luxury of being able to walk to the venue is dope. Other than that, I don't think we really took advantage of any of that stuff, which is fine. I mean,
you mean like socializing, talking to people?
Well, no, just like going to those sets at the Mesa.
Oh
and
yeah, I
stuff.
guess we kind of did.
Yeah, we did a little bit. But it was just like,
but it was just the idea. It's like I'm not
kinda
gonna like we have like we're gonna be from 5 to fucking 5:30 a.m. It's like in the legit venue.
yeah, in the venue.
So it's like cool checking it out. But
what I will say
it was also
is
kind of hot. So
EDC was unlike anything I've ever seen before. I've never seen those kind of fireworks in my life. I've never seen.
It's absurd.
It's totally absurd. The second night, I think, was when we were. I don't remember where we were during the fireworks the second night, but it was. Oh, we were at Slander, I think, or was it the first night?
I don't know, dude.
Do you remember Slander at the at Quantum Valley, like by the bleachers? It was dope. That was during the fireworks. It was tight. But like next time, I would love to stand in the middle of that venue and watch the fireworks because they're all the way around, like beyond
at 2
Disneyland,
a.m.
beyond just I was shit faced when Zed was playing, or no, when right before Armin played the first night, and I saw that drone shit come up in the sky, and I was like, no way, this is real. I was like, get the fuck, what the hell is that?
They got like 200 drones.
It's amazing. EDC is absolutely amazing. But it was a lot. I want to go next year. I want to go bad.
Yeah,
I think our group is retired.
No, I mean we can do it. Dude, one thing I thought was like, I mean, I see this every time I go to a festival. It's like people who like legitimately just go there and just turn to babies. Like I'm talking about like pacifiers in their mouth, just cannot walk, cannot talk. They're like people like pouring water in their mouth and like drinking and shit, and their eyes are rolled back and shit. And they got pacifiers in their mouth.
Yeah,
and they're like, or people like their mouths would just be like open, like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I know me
like,
and all of my friends have partaked in extracurriculars or whatnot, but people just love to go there and like.
Dude, legit become a baby. They have to learn to walk. They can't walk. And they fucking throw up.
Become like a drug baby vegetable.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it.
Dude, they need outside like medical attention just to like.
I ended up in the med tent.
What, EDC?
You don't remember that?
I think I did hear something like that. Like you.
Yeah, I was in the med tent.
For what?
Oh, this is a good story. I've been telling everyone this. So the first night, me and my friend Ray had got separated from everyone else. I don't know what we were doing. We went to go see John Summit at like 4, And
Oh yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about like your with
My feet?
Your feet, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
by
okay,
the
that's
end
right,
of the
that's
night,
right.
my feet were so hurt. Like, I don't know why. I mean, we were doing 25,000 steps a day just about, but still, I was like, why are my feet feeling like this? It wasn't that they were just hurting, it's that they were also asleep. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is weird. So I sat down and I was like massaging them, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Then I stood up and we watched a little bit of John Summit, and they were still like pins and needles, like numb. And I'm like, this is not good. And I was like, Ray, you gonna stay? And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna roam around a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'm going back to the fucking thing. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and just John Summit's playing fucking fresh mid. No, I'm just kidding. John Summit's tight. I like John Summit, but
Fresh medium.
fresh medium. No, I was just over it. I've heard all those songs. So I'm going back to the trailer, and I'm walking back, and I'm like, my shit is fucking numb, bro. And I get back to the trailer, and I was just like, "Ba-donk." Every time I got back to the trailer and put my head on the pillow, I was gone.
Yeah.
And it's funny, at home in my perfectly AC'd room, I can't sleep for shit. But now I'm in the trailer and I'm sweating my balls
Hot as shit,
off, and I'm
loud
just
as fuck. They were all walking around and shit. Everyone else is on drugs, calming down, and
Yeah, and
stuff
I'm
like
just-
that.
I'm
Motherfuckers
just-
are-
yeah, I'm passed the fuck out. It doesn't matter what substance, what doesn't matter how much I've drank that night. I'm just like, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm laying down. I wake up, and my feet are still numb as shit, and everyone's asleep, and I'm like, this is scary. My feet are numb. It should have been fine by now. So I walk all the way to the med tent, which is right next to the mesa. It's like 20 minutes away from our little thing. And it's just two girls in there, and they're just talking. And I'm like, hello. I'm so bad at this stuff. I'm like, hi. So, my feet, both of them, completely numb, pins and needles, scary. Like, they're both asleep. And they've been like that for 14 hours. What do I do? And they're like, oh, I don't know. What kind of shoes are you wearing? They're just asking me stupid questions. They're just like, they don't.
Do you have compression socks on?
Yeah, they're not asking me like adult
Yeah.
medical questions, and I'm like, I don't know, good ones. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not wearing bad shoes, and they're like, well, do you think it's like a circulation issue? I'm like, I don't know. That's why I'm coming here.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can't like do like tests on you, but I think you might be having a stroke, maybe. And you need to walk to the bigger medical tent. And I'm like, oh, scary, huh?
So I'm gonna so now you're giving me the
I'm
fear that I'm having a
fucking-
stroke.
I'm
and then
terrified.
I've got to walk on these useless legs to a bigger
Yeah,
tent.
I'm absolutely terrified. And these motherfuckers got 10 golf carts outside.
Yeah.
And I walk out and I'm just like, okay, it's a mile and a half away. It's so far for people who've been to EDC. It's from like all the way where the check-in is to the stadium. So it's like it's
Dude, this shit just kept going.
From-
I never even walked
yeah,
near.
no, but from
I never went
from-
past the mesa.
From our trailer to the entrance of the stadium is where I had to walk at like 10 in the morning when my feet are asleep. And I was like, I get all the way over there, and the actual doctor's like, I was like, yeah, they told me I might be having a stroke. And he's like, they told you you're having a stroke? He's like, they shouldn't be saying that to you. I don't think you're having a
They're
stroke.
like having wars with each other. It's
The
like,
guy's
"Don't-
like-
those people are stupid.
The guy's like, take an ibuprofen and drink some water. You'll be fine. Like, did you do anything last night? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you'll be fine. So I'm
He's
like,
like, what would you do? Talking to this wire.
yeah, he made me tell me everything that I did. I was like,
Do you think you need insurance
I
if
was
you
like,
do go
I-
to those things?
I
What
was
if you
like,
go
I
to?
got really drunk.
Do you think like is that you got PPO or HMO?
You know, I talked to he was a legit doctor.
How
Like-
do you know that? He just was wearing a fucking white
He had the
coat.
thing that says doctor. He said, I'm Dr. EDC.
Yeah, that guy was.
Hi, I'm Dr. Blur.
That guy was probably fucking rolling too. He's,
He's
like,
like-
me too, man.
Me too, bro. My feet have been tingling all weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny.
Also, dude, people brought dogs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Bringing a dog
That's
to
not
EDC.
allowed. Shouldn't be allowed. I don't care if it's a service dog. I
No,
don't care if
hell
it's
no,
anything.
dude. Hey, man, if you need a service dog to go to EDC, you're not going to EDC. You know what I mean?
There's a live stream,
yeah, it's,
perhaps.
like I
at
get it.
home.
I'm sorry, it sucks, but at the same time, dude, dogs' ears are so sensitive. Like, just, dude, even just being in the vicinity in the like the stadium EDC, you're
It's
going
so
to bed
loud.
just like it is absurdly loud. And dogs is like got to be 10 times.
100%.
There was a fucking I saw two people with a fucking like a I guess, yeah, what do we call it? Like the service dog.
Mhm.
And then I saw just one fat girl and a rascal with a fucking little.
The rascal, yeah,
A
yeah.
little fat, like a little fucking poodle, just or like a little
poodle in a basket, and all
It's
these
just fucking shaking there, just.
these ravers are going up to it. Oh, he's so cute.
The
The dog's like, stop touching me.
Dude, the worst of it is like people touching it. It's just like the dog's like this. My ears are fucking killing me so
Mm-hmm.
bad. Like this shit is so loud. She's just like, no, it's my little. It's his name's Skittles.
Yeah, it's like
know?
the dog looks up and he's like, put earphones on me, please.
Yeah.
Put fucking noise
Dude, yeah, there were
canceling
no headphones on
me.
any of the dogs. I was like, this is fucking absurd.
Let's talk about the prices of the drinks at EDC.
I didn't buy a fucking goddamn drink because
my-
we camped. That was a nice thing about camping, though, is like
going being able to go back and drink.
because I
was
just
the
filled my
best.
camel pack up with just half vodka, then just half water, then just put a fucking bunch
Oh,
of
we
like
borged it up.
liquid
yeah.
IV in there.
was
Then
awesome.
dude, yeah, it was the best.
Borg, baby. Yeah, no, but that last day where we were drinking the Borg, Ray, our friend Ray, was like, he was just buying drinks. And he was just
Yeah,
like,
he kept. I mean, like
he would come back with the
do your
beatbox.
thing, but like,
After like 3 beatboxes, I was like, how much are those? And he's like, $20. And I'm like, Jesus, Willikers, bruh. And that's the thing. And like, obviously, you'd expect a festival as such to price gouge. That's just, that's going to happen anyways. But I guess it appears that they also gouge the vendors, the people that are selling their little rave goodies at the Mesa.
oh yeah,
and
they
stuff.
charge him like.
So when you go to buy a candy bracelet, that was the thing that took me aback. There's this whole thing in the Mesa next to the big stage. It's like a rave market, like a little miniature flea market where people are selling fans and light up pasties and fucking nipple rings and all the cool candy, glasses, whatever, rave shit. And there's this girl and she's got all these candy bracelets and they're mad regular. It's like Michael's regular colors. It'll just say like John Cummy,
Little finger ones.
yeah, just little finger ones and shit. And they're selling these candy bracelets for $6 a piece.
Dude, no, I saw the little finger ones and they were 15.
Yeah, what?
And I'm like-
Excuse me?
I'm like this. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I get it. Like I obviously know people
It's
mark
wild.
up stuff, but I also know the cost of fucking beads and string. It is nowhere near the fucking what you're selling it for.
It's wild. And I did buy something from a rave person over there, and I do appreciate supporting those people. But I think I feel like EDC charges them like astronomical dollars, and that's why they have to charge that much.
Here, before I was gonna show you something, but here here I found this.
Oh yeah, this is so fucking funny.
This is the fucking for VIP, I guess. I think maybe
Drink menu.
the drink menu.
Mm-hmm.
So Kettle One, just a bottle of Kettle One, $9.50. How much do you think a Kettle One goes for at fucking anywhere?
$40.
I mean, let's just give it to like
$50?
let's just give it to like a liquor store. Probably upcharges it more than like a Staters or Costco
Yeah,
does.
Grey Goose.
We're looking at like probably $35-$40.
Yeah.
$950.
Oh,
$950. It just keeps going down more.
Sky cheap vodka.
$8,200 for. I mean, class it is Azul. I mean, that's the fucking. Is that the one the bell on it?
Yeah. Casamigo. Wait, go back up. Casamigos Reposado, $1,100 fucking dollars. Holy shit, balls.
But so obviously it was like Scotch, but like okay, a bottle of Jack Daniels, $8.75, no big deal. It's like buying 2 GAs at EDC. It's all good. But then you get down to this shit, dude.
yeah.
Then you get down to $94,000
Oh my
for
god.
fucking one, and then of course it's in fucking Don.
Methuselah 6 liters of Don Perignon. So it's a giant bottle of Don Perignon, and so a Methuselah is a 6-liter bottle, and
How many liters is in a handle?
1.75. So it's a big fucking. These are
Okay.
two. So the notorious EDC for $94,000 is 2 giant bottles, 12 liters in total of champagne. One of them
Yeah,
is a
it's
rosé, and
yeah.
one of them is Dom Perignon. That's fucking crazy sauce.
Dude, do you think
Let's actually Google this. Let's take a look at how much a Methuselah of Dom Perignon.
It's so dude.
Don Perignon Methuselah.
I mean, it's all champagne. It's obviously just they only have it for the fact of somebody being like, I just want to buy the most, just want to be the person to buy the most.
So that bottle costs. Wait, hold on.
Like wholesale?
Methuselah Brut. No, just regular.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if
so
you
I
were
mean,
to
like,
buy it at
yeah.
a store, it costs $8,000.
Really?
Yeah. It's 6 fucking liters.
I mean, 6 liters is a lot. That I just found out.
Show a picture of someone holding it. If you can find one. I looked up Methuselah and I can't find it.
6 liter. I don't even know how to fucking. Let's do this.
It's just showing pictures of the bottle. Fuck. Oh, here it is. I found this gentleman rocking it. That's what that looks like.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do.
So it's still about $70,000 over what it costs. Don Perignon.
This is the picture you have.
That's what you're buying.
Dude,
so you get 2 of those for $80,000.
No, 2 of those for $94,000.
$94,000.
So for a little under $100,000, you can look like that guy.
And you can look like this fucking bozo.
Dude, that is
EDC.
I mean,
I just love how the
you know there had to be at least one person.
I love how the title of this $94,000 purchase is a goofy play on Notorious B.I.G. The Notorious EDC. You're notoriously retarded for buying 2 giant bottles.
It's
Methuselah.
fucking insane. I forgot what I was gonna say earlier.
Methuselah.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? It had something to do with we were talking a little before I showed the drink menu. What were we talking about?
Damn.
Oh, the prices. Wait.
No, wait, hold on. It doesn't look that big.
There's no way. That's. I mean.
It's not that big.
6 liters. I mean, there's no way that's 6 liters, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even just the fucking alcohol, or I mean, like the food being there. Okay, no. For the first thing is, I guess this year they didn't do the like the DoorDash delivery thing of food. Mm-hmm. So it's like anybody who was there and like didn't prepare enough food had to buy like fucking.
Yeah, I bought food a couple times at the Mesa. They had like really good food there.
Yeah.
Like they had the hibachi stuff.
The ramen.
Ray kept getting the ramen. The ramen was good. The hibachi stuff was good. The breakfast pizza was so good. I never had breakfast.
When did you
pizza.
get that?
Huh?
When did you get that?
The second day, or no, I got it for myself as a treat for going to the med tent. Breakfast pizza. It was just like there was eggs and bacon and sausage on a pizza, and it was mad good. And then I went back and I got poke pizza too, which was also good. But yeah, I fucking wish I had pizza right now in my body.
Dude,
but
wait, let me see. What the fuck's that place right there down there?
19th Street. It's my favorite.
I probably
pizza.
should do a delivery one, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm down. I'll throw in
Barboni's one. Barboni's doesn't
Monaco's.
deliver. Monaco's.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Mike's.
What's like a delivery near? I mean,
Domino's. Domino's. Did you work out today? Can you afford it calorically?
Calorically? Yeah. I mean,
too.
no, I don't. I mean, I guess I technically did. I cleaned up and did shit.
Dude, I ran 5 miles today. I was trying to run 5 miles today, and I got to like 3.9, and I felt like poop creeping out of me, and I thought I was pooping my pants, so I stopped, right? And I run to the bathroom, and I run straight into the women's bathroom on accident because at Planet Fitness they look like the same. And oh,
you go to the new one, huh?
Yeah, I turned the corner. I saw what appeared to be a woman, and I turned around. I just left the gym. And I was like, I'm embarrassed. I can't be here. It was an accident. They look like the same fucking door.
Really?
Yeah. That's my second time doing that at that gym.
I
get off the fucking treadmill like sweating and delirious, and right behind me is both bathrooms, and they both look like the same fucking door. And I just walk in there, and then like half a second later, I'm like, wait a minute, you're supposed to turn left, and I'm like, oh, the girls' bathroom. I gotta go, and I leave. I just don't want to be.
Look at that creep coming out. Just like,
yeah, bro. And then I'm like, maybe I should shave my face and not look like so much of a creep.
I mean, now, dude, 2024, you just walk in there and be like, what?
Hey, bitch. You can walk in there like, hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch. Hit someone with your car and kill them. It's fine.
What else do I have on here? Let's see. I mean, the idea of just everybody playing Avicii, that was kind of funny.
That's awesome. You know, it's very funny.
It's funny, but like the idea where it's like, I mean, here's the thing is, of course, as a listener hearing Avicii songs being played is awesome, but the intent of who's playing it is like, if they're not best friends with them, if they're just fucking somebody who's never even met Avicii, like playing like fucking
levels.
Sunday,
Remember,
just like,
okay, my favorite playing of Avicii was Fortet, though. I want to break down Fortet's set. I've watched it like 3 times since the event, and that was my favorite set of the entire weekend. Fortet is goated. He's like just one of the best people in the history of EDM, and he played something for everyone. He started off very Fortet. I know he played some Fortet and Fred again. I know he played some garage and stuff. He got really into the garage, and then he just randomly dropped Strobe out of nowhere, and then he teased losing it like he always does, and I thought he was gonna play country rhythm, but instead dropped Chop Suey by System of a Down, and at the very end of the set he just dropped Levels, which was so cool. And yeah, Fortet's totally goated. I would say the best set of the weekend. I obviously didn't see all of them, but Fortet was my favorite by far.
Yeah, that's fine. And they brought Fred again.
Oh yeah, Fred again. There's his first.
He's playing at the Coliseum like next weekend or something like that.
You're talking about? You mean right before I play at an afters? I'm playing at an afters directly after Fortet.
The 24th.
No, he's playing the 13th too.
Oh,
this upcoming Thursday. And I'm playing after.
Dude, you could be after, dude. Isn't there a trans woman playing after you?
I don't know. There's a bunch of fucking playing right after me.
All right, cut here. Let's see.
Believe that.
What?
For future reference.
What?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
Any 2 or more 7 choose from medium, 2 top. Okay.
So at the end of this pod, I have to say my dates because I have dates now.
Yeah, go for it. Well, I mean, yeah, we could. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The last thing I want to talk about EDC that I have written down is there's people stealing phones. Have you seen the videos of people just like? Yep. I saw that one video. Actually, I'll pull that up, dude.
They pulled that girl's backpack apart.
Yeah.
She's got 10 phones in there.
Yeah, dude. These people. I mean, because in my head, I'm like, if I stole a phone, what the fuck could I do with it? Like, you have to like hard erase it, but you have to get into it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah. Everyone and their mom has a password on their phone, and the only people I've seen been able to successfully break into phones with passwords on it have that machine where it puts in all the possible whatever. Yeah. But that's a lot.
But I saw who was that? I was talking to a girl. I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to a girl, and her phone got stolen. I think Matt was telling me. I don't know. Some girl got her phone stolen. She just told me, and she had Find My Friends still on it. And within 24 hours, she saw it in fucking like China, like Japan, like way over there. And she got a call from them being like, hey, can you log into your, like it was somebody like fucking, say, can you log into your fucking Apple ID and turn off like sign out?
What?
And she's like, no, what the fuck? No, give me my fucking phone back.
That is so funny.
And then I saw a video of somebody stealing a guy's phone, and he like, also saw his phone get fucking out of the state, like out of the continent, dude.
Yeah.
To a whole nother area, and he's like, listen, it's a fucking like $700 phone, but he's like YouTuber. He's like, I'm gonna pay like $3,000 worth of like plane tickets, hotels, and shit like that. Went all the way there, went to the place. He shows up to this door, knocks. He goes, give me my fucking phone, dude. And they're like, okay, here you go, dude.
That is so funny. I have a friend who used to go to, or he's been to a lot of EDCs. This most recent one was like his 5th or 6th or something, and he's gotten his phone stolen like 3 times. And it's so funny because at Beyond, I was trying to link up with him, and I texted him. I was like, "Yo, where you at?" And he never texted me back, which is fine. And then like the next day, or like a couple days later, he's like, "My bad, bro. Got my phone stolen again for the 4th time." And I'm like, "Dude, Jesus, yeah, it's like, rampant."
Shit like this, dude.
Oh my God.
They fucking find somebody. I'm like, you see all these fucking phones on there, dude.
What do you do with them? You can't sell them fucking shits, bro.
You have to have like a connect with somebody where it's like, hey man, give me like 15 phones, I'll give you a big discount.
Yeah.
You know? And then like you just give it to me, and then I'll do it from there. You know, it's got to be what it is. But
we saw a phone thief at Skyline too. There was that little.
Oh yeah.
It was a little person.
Yeah. The LP.
It was an LP.
The guy fucking shoved him and was like, "This guy's fucking stealing my phone." He's like,
"It was a girl."
Oh yeah.
It was a little girl, and she was stealing phones. like, that guy's a phone thief, and it was just a little person, which was made it way more awesome. But I mean, if I was starting a phone thievery ring, I'd probably hire little people if I could find them. If I could locate them. Did you guys see the guy put the girl in like a chokehold because she was
No,
Matt
said he saw it. Where it was like a guy. I guess he said, he was saying that he was standing there, and then all of a sudden he just started he picked this girl up and was choking her the fuck out, and she's like off her, like her feet are touching the floor, and she's like going out, and then
she's got a bunch of.
She's got my fucking phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she ended up having multiple. I seen it on Reddit.
And I talked to Matt. I was like, okay, well, here's the thing: do you think she actually stole a phone, or no, sorry, it was his watch. She stole his watch. He goes, do you think she actually stole his watch? Or because I also know guys where I'm like, who are fucking, when they do drugs, which most of the people there are on, are fucking out of their mind. Where it's like, do you think he just grabbed a girl and just accused her of doing that? He's like, nah, I'm pretty sure. Like, no, she for sure stole his phone. Like,
this guy's on these guys on PCP. He just think everyone stole everything.
Because I've been at party. I said this before in here, where it's like I've seen parties where there's just these massive like 250 just pure mass Samoan fools who just take Molly acid, just drinking too much, and then just like they're in a party. This guy had to put in a straight jacket and shit, and it's just
really.
It's just people just get crazy on drugs. So I can see like maybe he's just like, fuck, I'm out of my mind. Oh, what's going on here? And just chokes a girl out. She stole my watch. And imagine if she was just a girl just like having fun, you know.
Oh, for real.
So then I was going through all my lists of shit because we haven't done a podcast in a while. Actually no. We'll do videos. I got a bunch of videos
I'd love to do a video or two.
So I was gonna a compilation of this, but like the idea of these places in India, Indonesia, wherever you have it, where
Bangladesh. This is probably in Bangladesh.
Where they make food like on the streets and shit like this.
Look at that guy. I wonder what that utensil, that piece of paper he's got is. Piece of metal.
Like everyone's barefoot. That guy looks like he's got a camel's toe. Like it's just two toes.
Oh my God. Eat up, guys. What the fuck is that? Dude, this is so crazy.
Would you ever walk? I'll be like, part of me thinks that that shit's got a smack.
It's got a smack. Hopefully it smells good because visually it's not really hitting.
And like, you're gonna buy just a cup of a scrape?
Do you think the chance of getting food poisoning is high? I mean, obviously, if you're eating, I think the people that live over there probably they're fine.
Food poisoning is probably the least of my worries. It's probably other fucking bacteria shit I'm probably worrying about.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm thinking though that like people, let's say they're in Bangladesh. Oftentimes these people are in Bangladesh, and those people probably eat that type of street food a lot. They're probably fine. Like it's probably people like us. That come over there. And we're like, can I
the
have some of that?
society where you're like they already have enough bacteria in their bodies. So like they're good. They're not gonna get sick.
Yeah, that's just like that. That's how they eat. That's how they eat street food. But like a little yellow bellied guy like us would be like, let me try this food. I'm on vacation. It's good. It just fucks your whole thing up. Fucks your whole belly up.
I should
just eating some hand cheese. Some hand soup. But oftentimes they pour it off their hands.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to
mix it with their hands. They serve it with their hands.
I'm trying to find like a good video where they're just fucking,
just making it sloppy.
Just sitting on a fucking bucket.
I send a lot of this stuff to you and to people. Hold on. Nice.
On loop.
Nice, dude. Hold on. I'll find it for you.
I mean, like, I see so many of these fucking, where they're just barefoot, the nastiest looking fucking feet. They're just scraping shit off the floor. Oh, God. They're using the fucking shit water.
I honestly feel like that's how it would be here in America, in the streets of the world, if we didn't have, like, health codes and stuff. Like, they have... Obviously, they got a different code.
But I feel like that's just got some of the stuff in like.
They don't have enough clipboards. People walking around with clipboards going, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that." Wash your head. Perhaps so wash them.
Dude, like they're just cooking shit with their fucking feet, their toes.
That's crazy sauce. You know, good for them though.
I feel like it's gotta taste good though, right?
It probably tastes mad good. Yeah, a lot of that stuff looks. If it was presented slightly differently, it would look way good. I like food like that. That's
All right.
for darn sure.
Here's one I'm gonna probably have to for sure censor out. Wait, what?
Is it people? Is it anyone breaking bones?
No.
Okay. All right.
I know my audience, dude.
Is it a girl fucking a
This
dog?
This one is one I think I texted you. I said, dude, I have something good for you, but that was fucking so long ago that you might have already seen it. Have you seen this video yet?
I haven't. I don't know what this is.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ma non è vero, dai.
No, he's not.
Ma cosa fai?
Damn.
Ma cosa fai?
He had it in his ass?
Yeah, dude.
He's putting gas in his ass?
No. He's at a gas station putting the gas pump like the nozzle in his ass as he's jerking his dick off.
But he's not squeezing it. He's not putting gas.
No, he's not
in
putting
there.
gas
Okay,
in his
okay,
ass.
okay.
He's just using the fucking he's just using the nozzle as a dildo
Wow.
as he's stroking his pretty big fucking.
He's got a
hog.
big cock.
He's got
a good one.
He's got a pretty big hog.
Whoa, look at that thing.
Ma non è
yeah.
vero, dai.
He hears him and he's
Ma
just
cosa
like,
fai?
Oh my god.
Ma cosa fai?
he's like, oh, I wasn't doing that.
Ew, he puts his stinky back. Oh man.
Dude, broad daylight. This
This
shit
is
looks like in the
too
morning,
much.
bro.
I've never been that horny in the morning. I've never been horny enough to indulge in my deepest, darkest fetishes in the morning in public in front of people.
Dude, but here's the thing: how are you gonna do this out in the public to a place that is essentially like essentials?
Yes.
People need gasoline in order to go places.
Absolutely.
So you're doing this at a place where you know there should and will always be somebody there.
Yep.
Expecting also a fucking store like person running the place.
Yeah.
And this
I
guy is
don't-
just standing here, there's no car in sight. This guy just, broad daylight, walks up to this gas pump and starts fucking himself with the nozzle pump just in his ass as he's jerking his ass.
Giving a little
And he
jerk,
hears
too.
that. Look at this.
Ma cosa fai?
And he's not even hard either, so he's like, he
Because
just
I'm fine.
began. So here's the deal. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this video, because if you're a crazy enough freak to jerk off in public, especially at such a gas station, like if you're gonna put something in your keister, it's gonna be something that feels good,
Yeah.
not a fucking. The gas pump that hurts.
Yeah, dude.
That doesn't feel yummy on your
Hell
tummy.
no. You're using gasoline as lube. I'm like, dude, I'm sure a dildo is probably $30. I got that massive ass fucking.
There are cucumber. There's so many options, man. In the gas pump.
He's got to be more like on the
That's gonna
fetish of
hurt
being
you.
like a public, being like, I'm turned on by getting caught.
Yeah,
Which
he
you're
wants
gonna get
he
caught.
wants someone to see him doing that.
And you know, like an age like that, you're like, he's probably like, what are we gonna do? Send me to prison for life? I'm gonna die soon, you know.
What country is that?
Dude, I saw
Oh,
that
that-
shit. I was like, that is fucking.
That one of the dead lady was confirmed Brazil.
Oh yes,
that was in
people were
Brazil.
talking about that. It
dead
was for like
guy.
for a loan or some shit.
It was
for
a
like
loan of $3,000. Crazy.
So I have here on some things we'll talk about. One thing, I mean, in order from like what I guess I wrote it was the Muslim friend, the girl that wasn't wearing a hijab, or that wasn't a Muslim that was wearing a hijab, and then
Oh yeah,
protest, and then was ridiculed, and then converted.
yeah. So there was
I just started.
in high school there was a girl who was like mad normal. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like there was no indication that this girl was like there's anything like that weird about her, but out of nowhere, and she was relatively popular. Out of nowhere, she posted, this is a Mexican girl, she posted a picture of her just wearing a hijab and was like, I'm wearing this in solidarity of like my Muslim sisters and, you know, whatever.
Because was there something going on at the time where it's like,
Sure, yeah, probably. I think so. Some kind of adversity. And she and she's not a Muslim. She's just a person who's standing in solidarity.
yeah,
And everyone in our school ridiculed her to pieces in the comments, in real life. Like it was just like
It's like, what do you fucking know?
it was
You know?
mayhem nightmare for this girl.
It's like
probably.
paint yourself in blackface and be like, I support, you know, and you're like,
yeah,
what?
it's like, what are you doing? You're just, it's like you're making a mockery of it, really. And that was so funny. And me and everyone I know from that school, like, thought that was like just such a crazy moment in our little high school lives. And then I haven't heard a single thing about her since. And then out of nowhere, we see an Instagram post, and now she's fully converted, and that's 4 years later. Here we are.
So what? Did she just go to like a temple or something like that and just get baptized, kind of thing?
I actually don't. I don't know how that works. You have to pardon my ignorance.
How do you become Muslim?
faith.
You just
do it.
You just show up and just put like a hijab on.
I think you use the Nike method,
So
where
she
you
really-
just do it.
So she really committed to this bit.
Yeah, she committed to the bit. It was a little bit of a delay. It only took her 4 or 5 years, but now she's there. That was such a funny thing. We were like, dang. She was like, it was like a Michael Scott moment for her in high school, where it's like, this is what's gonna win him over, right? And everyone was like, no, you stupid. What are you doing? That was really funny. Yeah, that was mad good. And that just like, and I totally forgot about that until literally like a month ago when I saw the news.
Was she Didn't she say she posted something or being like, I did it?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
Damn.
It was definitely a full post. I was like, here I am once again.
And you think now that she's like full like converted Muslim, she's like this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as good as I thought it was gonna be.
It was just cool when it was like supporting it in high school.
Yeah, I wonder how long that's gonna last.
Yeah, do you think she's like, can you like unconvert? What do you do? How do you do that? How do you even like convert and then unconvert?
You just have to put your hands in a candle. Or you have to do something funny. You have to like make a candle, like a special candle, a special ritual, and then go, I'm done.
Yeah, you
And
have to
then
get
you're done.
off a camel or something.
Yeah, you hop, you get on, and then you get off, and you're like, yeah, I'm done. Take it off. Take the whole thing off.
Do you think your whole wardrobe is like hijabs and?
Yeah, the people that do wear hijabs have a nice setup usually. Usually they have like mad designs and shit.
Remember, does she like wear that to Target? Like, I don't get like the purpose. Like,
No, she's got to wear it all the time. She
Yeah?
converted. She's committed to the bit. It's not a bit. God bless her.
Yeah.
It's not a bit.
Um,
But she committed.
also, what I wrote down is I think you probably told this story when we went to go see that the Netflix is a joke thing, but you said your FJ almost got stuck in a parking garage.
Oh shit. Yeah. I remember I was with Lauren, my buddy Lauren, and we had went to go see The Garden in downtown LA, and there was like no parking. I think it was at like either the Regent or the Belasco, so it was like right there. And we found this thing that was like $15 parking, and it was like a Friday night, so $15 was like real good. So we were like, oh shit, let's do it. And it was one of the parking structures that instead of going up, it goes straight down, so it goes underground in downtown LA. And I had an FJ Cruiser, so it's a truck. It's like a relatively tall truck, but it's not, I don't know, it's not crazy. But we're on our way in, and there's this little guy, and he's like, hey, it's $15. And we're like, yeah, cash only. Yeah, I got it. And we drive in, and there's that little thing up top that tells you how tall you're allowed to be.
Yeah.
And my truck just goes, dunk, and it hits it. And I'm like, am I too tall? And he goes, no, you're like right there. You should be fine. And I give him my money, and I'm like, okay. And then he's like, I'll walk you down just to make sure.
This guy doesn't even know.
Yeah. He's just wants the money. I mean, I guess he just needs to have a certain amount of money.
Does he make
or something.
commission off
yeah,
that shit?
maybe. So he's ushering me down, and I'm driving, I'm looking at the roof. I'm like, that looks pretty close. And then we get to my parking spot, and I park. He's like, you're good, all good, man. And I step out of the car, and I turn and I look, and it's probably 5 millimeters from the top. Like, it's literally less than a quarter of an inch from the top. And I was like, that's fucking sketchy. I hope I can get out of here fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then that was fine. We fucking went to the show, came back, got my car out, everything was chill. But I found out after that, because I had told someone that story, that like people get stuck down there all the time in very similar predicaments, and the only way to get you out is if you're stuck like
strap
wedged.
an elephant to your car.
Yeah, no, yeah. They put a hijab on your car and they bring it out. No, they wheel they have to drop a crane hook all the way down into the thing, hook it on your car, and just yank you right out. It's like it's so menacing.
You didn't touch the. Did you hear it like scrape at all?
No, I didn't scrape at all. Like I must have been right at the edge the entire time. But
you should be like, I gotta let some air out of my tires.
Yeah,
I probably would have done that.
Anything, yeah. Well, yeah. I wish I had the foresight to do that, but no.
Also, I put down as you dating a girl. Adam Sandler.
I can't talk about it. The statute of limitations on that one is it's just too. It's too.
She's never gonna find out. You're never gonna know, dude.
We could bleep this out, but she's been stalking me.
Really?
So, yeah, we could talk about that off screen.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God. Swear to God. Yeah, I swear to God. Do you have anything else written down?
And then also put a homeless. I mean, you said this, but a homeless guy knocking a guy out in front of you as a kid.
Oh no, not as a kid. He was with a kid. So when I was living in Oceanside for almost a year and a half, I came across a bunch of homeless people. And I was going to tell you earlier when we were talking about the response time of police and how much of a joke it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was working in a storefront where there's a lot of homeless people coming in and out, and usually they were relatively chill, and sometimes they were slightly volatile.
Mm-hmm.
And we had one guy that came in that was like a Scottish guy, and he was just like, for all intents and purposes, I worked for an airsoft store. So we're a small store, and we were selling airsoft guns. And he walked in, he's like, "These airsoft, yeah?" Or maybe he wasn't homeless, maybe he was English. Yeah, he was like, "These fucking airsoft, yeah?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude." And he's like, "Well, these look like fucking real guns, man." This guy's like obviously just drunk, and he's just like, "Whoa, it's fucking crazy in here, man."
It's during the day?
Yeah, during broad day. It's like noon or 12 or noon or 1. And he's just like, and then we also sell knives coincidentally because our wholesaler was right next to a knife wholesaler, so we bought a bunch of knives. And he's like, "Let me see one of these," and I'm like, "No." And he's like, and then
dickhead.
We're talking to him for like 10 minutes. Or I'm talking to him for like, it's just me alone in the store, by the way. I'm talking to him for like 10 minutes. And then I'm like, "Yeah, we don't really hand people them and like, unless you're going to buy them." And he goes, "What if I'm going to buy one?" And I'm like, "Are you?" And he's like, "I might." And I'm like, "Okay, where's your money?" And he's like, "I don't have to show you shit." And I'm like, "Okay, man, like whatever. Then don't buy a knife, whatever. I'm not going to hand them to you." And he's like, "I could still cut you. Even if I still have a knife with me." And I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You can have it now.
Yeah, and I'm like, "All right, it's time to go. Like, I think it's time to go. I think it's time you leave." And he's like, "And what if I don't?" I'm like, "I guess I'll have to call the cops." And he's like, "I know all the cops." And he was homeless. He's like, "I know all of them. I know every single one. The chief, I know the managers, and I know all of them." And I'm like, "Oh."
That's when you fuck with him. Oh, you know Gary?
Yeah. Oh, you know Gary? Yeah. No, so I was just like, "Yeah, I'm just going to call him." So I called him, and this guy's in there still looking at the knives, and I'm like, "Yeah, there's a gentleman inside my store, and he won't leave." And they're like, "Is he a homeless person or transient?" And I'm like,
transient.
I was like, "I would say so. He looks like a transient." And he's like, "I'm not transient." And I'm like, "All right."
He's like, "Let me talk to him. Let me tell him
And
what
she's
I
like,
am."
"How tall is he?" And I'm like, 5.
How tall are you, sir? He's like, like 6'11". Or,
Yeah.
no, sorry, 5'11".
I'm like, 5'7", 5'8", and he goes, "I'm 5'9". And I'm like, "All right." He's just being a dick. And then she's like, "Okay, does he appear to be threatening?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, the guy, he just said he was gonna cut me, so yeah, he's pretty threatening. I wish you guys would just get here right away." And they're like, "Okay, we'll send I'm gonna send a guy out for dispatch." And I'm like, "Thank you." And I hung up. And then he's in there and he's like, "I know who you are." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "You're Kieran." And I'm like, "Kieran? That's not my name."
You're like, "Yeah, you know my address."
And he's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like,
"Kieran."
"Steven."
Yeah.
He's like, "Steven?"
Was there a Kieran ever worked there?
No.
Oh.
No, he's saying he was like, "I know you from London." Or something,
Oh.
or wherever the hell he was from. He's like, "I know you from London. I know who you are. You're English." And I'm like, "I'm not. My name is Steven. And I'm not from there." He's like, "What's your last name?" I'm like, "Roger." Like,
Yeah.
I just came up with the worst fake name. He's like, "Yeah, I know you, man. I remember you from Yorkshire," or like just some shit. I'm like, "You're out of your fucking mind." Anyways, we did this stupid back and forth for like 10 minutes, and then he's just like, "Fuck you," and then he left. And then I was like, "Oh, thank God he's gone." But the cops never showed up. And then I'm there from, it's 1, 2 rolls by, 3 rolls by, 4 rolls by, 5 rolls by, and I'm about to close at 6, and I get a call, and they're like, "Hello, this is the Oceanside Police Department. Did you call earlier about a homeless guy trying to attack you?" And I'm like, "Yes. What happened?" And they're like, "Is he still in the premises?" I'm like, "He's been gone for hours, but if he was, I'd be dead. I'd literally be dead. Like, you guys did nothing for me. I said he was gonna cut me, for fuck's sakes." Like, that's why when you were saying like you should just call the cops for the hit and run, I'm like, they're not gonna come.
Yeah,
they don't come. Yeah. No. So saying another thing in Oceanside that happened. Yeah, the homeless people were actually kind of crazy in Oceanside. But I was me and my friend Frank, we're no longer friends. We're sitting at a bar called Kilowatt, and for one reason or another, he had to leave. Shout out to motherfucking Kilowatt. That's my favorite beer in the whole world. Pineapple Coconut Blonde from Kilowatt Brewery. That's the best. But I was just sitting there drinking this thing by myself, hanging out. That's the most fun part about Oceanside is I would just kind of like hang out in the downtown area, and it was really nice. But we were sitting, or I was sitting just by myself, and across the way there was a father and his kid, and the kid at most was 8 years old, and this homeless guy's been walking up and down the street this whole time. They're eating ice cream sitting down, and this homeless guy has been walking up and down this whole time, and he just runs up behind the dad and fucking punches him in the face as hard as I've ever seen anyone punch anyone. And the dad immediately is out cold. Out of his
in front of the kid?
In front of the 8-year-old. Just knocked out of his high top chair. Boom, asleep on the ground. Like, the guy just fucking Sharkeished him in the back of the head. And the homeless guy was just like muttering stuff to himself, and he stayed there the whole time. And there was some lady had ran, I guess there were cops up the street, and she brought the cops over, and the cops like took the homeless guy aside, and they were taking care of the dad, and they like woke him up and stuff, and they just let the homeless guy just roam free.
Like, she runs up there again. I'm like, God, somebody just got knocked out. They're just like,
it was in front of a
you have 2 options.
Yeah.
1, you can leave us alone, or 2, you really want us to go down there and do something.
Yeah, it was in front of a tattoo shop, and I'm not sure if one of the people from the tattoo shop or one of the ladies from a different store came out and was like comforting the kid, but the kid had just watched his dad get punched in the face by effectively a zombie, and like it's just like that's the most traumatizing, crazy shit of all time.
I mean, do you think the dad had met that homeless guy before?
No,
they had coats?
Definitely not. Like, dude, like one time that same bar.
Like,
at
what
the
do you do at that point? Like, to get justice, do you just like fight him back, and then like, what? Then the homeless guy sues you?
Yeah,
you know,
that guy hit me. Yeah, it's like that's honestly how it seems. Like
I feel like if a homeless guy hits you, it's like the best thing to do is to just absolutely beat the fucking shit out of him.
Yeah.
Well, probably not the best thing to do, but it is something if you want.
Yeah, but it's like the homeless guy didn't even offer him a fight. He just pushed his button and he went to sleep, dude. Like, that's so sad. Funny enough, at the same table that I was sitting at, this homeless guy, a different one. No, I actually don't think he's homeless. I think he was weird. I saw him a lot, and he would walk up and down, and he sharpened knives for kitchen or for restaurants out there. That's his job. He's just this little crackhead. And he would always have knives in his hand and like these sharpening tools, and he would be sharpening them on the street, and sometimes he would take them somewhere. And he came up to me, and he hold them with the blades. So he'd hold them like fanned like a deck of cards with the handles facing out. And he walked up to me, and he was
pull
like,
it out.
He walked up to me one time. I forget who I was with. I was with someone. There's someone to corroborate this. I don't remember who it was. And he goes up to me. He's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What's up?" And he holds up the knives in front of my face, and he goes, "Want to get AIDS?" Yeah. I was like, "What?" And then he just walked away.
How much?
Yeah. I was like, "Want to get AIDS?" And this guy was like a respected member of the community sharpening knives for these kitchens.
Dude.
Yeah, that was a trip, man. Oceanside is a trip.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like once you're homeless, there's like nothing that could be like, there's nothing that like you can like get in trouble for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could kind of just.
Like, what are you gonna go to jail and then what? Have a roof over your head and food and water and like have shelter and shit.
Yeah, in its simplest form too. You could just kind of be who you want to be. It's like EDC every day.
Yeah,
you'd be naked. You could dance around.
Yeah,
no one's gonna say
and
anything.
if you say anything, they're like, he's just being himself.
There's like, yeah, that's just a homeless guy. Like, I mean, they just look at you and they go, oh, look at that crackhead. And then that's it. Maybe they put you on Food's Gone Wild, but nothing bad happens to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also wrote down, too, is we were talking about earlier, is that you found out, too, with the idea of when you have a friend that, like, is dating a girl and, like, their whole identity is them dating together. Like, that's how they're known, is, like, them together. And then they break up, and then you find, like, her on, like, a dating site, and it's just, like... Like just butt pics and just being like just down DTF, just like just nasty, just like absurdity, being like just here to suck cock. You're like, dude, you dated my friend for 8 years. Holy shit, you know?
Yeah,
like, it's just that outlash of just being like.
Yeah, recently we did see a lady, that was just someone we known's girlfriend for a long time, long time, and they were together all the time. Everything in social media was just them two. And then now here she is, and there's ass, and the looking for is something casual, and it's just like, that's fucking sad, man.
I mean, I wasn't gonna point. I was just gonna the idea because I didn't obviously think you were gonna see this like her on there, but like some of the shit that was said on there was like, I mean, I guess I could quote some of the things, but
sure,
go
ahead.
But it was like, there was a quote that said, like looking for my ass guardian, and just like. Need a man who can handle.
Say that. I forgot about that until right now.
It's just like, I mean, idea of like needing a man that can handle my loaded diaper and shit, and just like we'll suck for nut.
Me and her match.
Really? I didn't even bother.
No, I'm just kidding. We didn't match.
Like they're all butt pictures and shit.
Butt
and
guardian
just like,
is crazy. Yeah, no, I would feel
her name's like thick butt bitch and shit. You're like, damn, bro.
I would be very hurt. I'd be very.
You're like,
hurt
dude, you dated my best friend for 8 years, dude. He poured everything into you, and now your name is thick butt bitch, dude.
God, fuck, man. Yeah,
just like absolutely just being like the cutting edge, the top line of where you can be to being a crossover from being somebody who is and who isn't a prostitute. Just being like, we'll suck dick for nut.
Please, now I want it. Yeah, man, that was someone's special someone for a long time.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, holy shit. I didn't even want to chill the guy. I was like, nah, fuck that. But
you should. The thing is, like,
thick nut bitch looking for fat butt boy.
I've been in like situations where like I'll talk to a girl and I really like her for a while, and then either she ghosts me or it kind of fizzles out. Or usually, I've been ghosted quite a few times. But then I'll see her on the dating apps like a couple months later, and I'll be like, oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I haven't had an experience where it's like, this is my girlfriend for years.
Yeah.
And immediately after, like before you could even notice that they've been broken up, they're just, here they are.
A lot of times it's like that outlash always exists where it's like they just like post some shit being like, I'm single now, you know, just like broken and just kind of like that. But like this shit is just kind of like being like, I want to be fucked now.
I think it's completely human to want to rebound. Yeah. The adage goes that the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody, and everyone and their mom does that. Yeah. But to advertise it is crazy.
I think it's the problem is it comes down to people who who know you see that, you're like, that's just sad.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah. Because then that's the thing. You'd want your friends to say something about it, but you'd also, if you heard that from your friends, you'd be like,
they're not gonna want to hear that. Dude, I was also thinking about. Remember at EDC and we saw a girl with like not even like a fat butt, but just a massive, fucking, huge, absurd butt. And you're like, that's too big of a butt. Like,
yeah, there was a lot.
Like she cannot physically wipe her own ass. Like
there's a lot of BBLs that you're like, golly.
It's not even like that's a big butt. Like, oh, dude, she actually physically cannot even like touch her own butt.
No, she wanted to. Yeah.
Like, so then you're like, how does she wipe her butt?
Yeah.
And then it got me thinking. I'm like, not at that moment, but then I also wrote down too. It's like, do you realize most girls wear their pants and shorts up to their belly buttons? Like, you always have yours like right above your pubic bone, stuff like that. Yeah. It's more common, like, because you don't notice it or like point out until you notice it. But so many girls wear their pants and shorts equal to like their fucking belly button, or like, above, so above it.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's just a more flattering way for girls to wear pants.
Yeah, but I feel like that's so uncomfortable. Like if I ever did that shit, I'd be like, am I a geezer, like an old grandpa wearing this shit high up?
So here's the
some Mickey Mouse shit.
Here's the lowdown on that. I have a pair of undercover pants that are like made to be high waisted, almost like a woman's pants.
Oh
would
yeah,
be,
I guess
but they're
high
for
waisted
men.
shorts is a thing. But
So when you wear them like that, when they're supposed to fit like that, it makes sense. Like it feels fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of goofy, and you feel kind of like a
Yeah, because
geezer.
they make it longer, so.
But the thing is, if you were to pull up your regular pants like a geezer, it would cut your balls in half.
Yeah.
But when they have that extra room, like they're made for it, it feels fine. And I enjoy the way the pants look on the ladies. I like the high.
No, it looks good, but it's like you don't actually think about like, oh, dude, that's her
They're
button
so
to take
high.
it off is above her belly button.
Exactly.
You're like, dude, that shit. I've never worn pants that high unless it was a joke.
I used to wear my Rick Owens pod shorts that high because they were just so incredibly low if I didn't. But yeah, that's a crazy dichotomy of gender.
Yeah. I'll end off with these videos.
Ooh, we got some more videos.
But real quick,
Did you actually order a pizza?
Yeah, it actually just said it got delivered right now.
Oh, it's here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
We'll go out there in like 5 minutes. One thing I did write down though is that as a quick little thing. It was funny because 2 weeks ago, me, Matt, and Corey went out to like Ventura to like a going away party.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, when we agreed to go to it, we fucked up and not looked at we didn't realize it was Ventura, and that's like a 2-hour drive. It's like from here to San Diego, legit.
It's pretty far.
We get all the way out there, and we're like, this shit's like, I think it's just us. And we walk in there, and there's 11 girls just circling a couch looking at us. We're like, oh shit. Like, we didn't really know how to act, I guess, kind of. I mean, just in the sense of being like, oh shit. So we were there hanging out, and just what I got out of the entire night was we walk outside, people were smoking, and their cousin's pretty blasted, like he's fucked up. And a girl comes out,
as you do.
A girl comes out, and her name is oh god,
Kevin.
No, let's just it doesn't matter. I know her name. I can't say her name.
Sasha.
But this girl comes out, and okay, that's her name. Yeah, but anyways, this girl comes out, and he's like leaning. He's like, Lindsay, what's going on? But her name's not Lindsay. And like he just like absurdly and then she like turned around and looked, and we all started laughing so hard that he was so confident in saying this girl's name. And this neighbor comes out, and she fucking storms around. She goes, "Can you guys be quiet?" And it was like 9:30, and she was screaming at the top of her lungs.
What?
Just so mad. And we were out there for like, I'm not even fucking with you. We were out there for no more than 2 minutes. We had just walked out there, but and then after that, he was so fucked up, he just threw up all in my car. It was funny because he was like, I gotta throw up, and we pulled over, and he's like, he couldn't get it out, and he goes, we had to stop at In-N-Out, and he goes, give me a burger. I was like, I don't think a burger is meant to be inside you, brother.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to shove a burger.
I think your body's like telling you it doesn't want things in you.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's fine. We start driving, and I'm like, fuck, we have to drive for like 2 hours to get back home.
Give me a burger.
And he's like, got his shit, and he goes, I'm just gonna take like the stuff out of my burger bag just in case I gotta throw up. And like he just starts taking it out, and then he just starts throwing up in the fucking the
paper bag.
The paper bag. And he's just sitting there. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, you're fine. You got in the bag. Just be careful because I guarantee you that thing's gonna rip. And we pull off the fucking freeway, and he goes, all right. And he goes, oh, and like I'm talking like an In-N-Out bag is like equivalent to like this size, and it is filled like that. Like it is absurd amount of like oatmeal throw up.
Oh my god!
And he says, oh my god, and it just explodes all over him, and he gets out, and there's like throw up like on the side, but he takes off his shirt, and he scoops off of the throw up. He takes his pants off, like he's in his underwear, just got all this throw up, like he cleans it up a good amount and puts it in the trunk of my car. And I'm like sitting there, I was like, I get out to look, and it smelled so bad that I gagged and threw up like on the middle of this fucking this off ramp on the freeway.
That's so bad.
No, yeah.
You're just driving, it stinks, and you turn around and Matt's just like fucking naked. He's like,
no, he was actually, when we were driving home, he was passed out, and he's just in his underwear, and it just reeked of fucking throw. I'm driving like this the entire time, and it just reeked, and I'm like, I just fucking hope to God he doesn't wake up, because if he does, he's throwing up more.
Yeah.
And, he didn't, and then he gets out, and then I actually took my seat out and cleaned it because it still smelled, because whatever. But
is it good now?
Yeah, no, it's fine now.
No residue.
But he was like, I'm fucking gonna get you a detail. I was like, nah, you're fine. I'm like,
yeah. No, he thought you were genuinely mad at him.
Oh, but you probably, yeah. But I'm like, dude, it's fine. It's fucking. It's not like you do that on
happens.
purpose. All right, we'll end off these two videos because we were talking about. I should have showed this. I was gonna show this right after the knockout with the homeless guy you were talking about.
So.
Get the fuck away from me, hey.
Oh my god.
Dude knocks his head, knocks him out,
Through
and
the
then
glass.
falls through the glass window.
Hey, ass, nigga.
Oh,
Dude, that is so good.
Hey, ass, nigga.
damn!
I've never seen anything like that.
Aren't those supposed to be like bulletproof and shit?
Yeah,
Like pretty, like it's
something.
dude. That guy had.
Now they
him in-
roll the cage out in front of that thing, but that's so nuts.
dude.
That's so fucked. That
He-
guy's dead. Probably.
Dude, his head's gonna be so fucked to get
Yeah.
knocked out and then to fucking go through that.
That guy's having a bad day. Didn't that guy die in the Vitaly Predator video? Where he hit his head on the ground because the guy punched him in the face?
You talking about the old
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw the video though.
I wonder if
I
he
mean
died.
that shit's also kind of absurd too. Where it's like I get it. Again, it's like justice where it's like you gotta fucking put these pedophiles. Because the idea it's like police aren't doing shit now. It's like you gotta be the ones to be like fuck these pedophiles and put them in their
Yeah.
place and let the world know.
But it's fake, though.
But it- at
a
the
lot
s-
of it's fake.
I'm sure it probably is, but at the same time, it's kind of like they're kind of doing it also for attention, for like as Vitaly does, and then it just kind of like
It escalates.
Yeah.
The people that do it, like the career pedophile catcher YouTuber guys like Skeet Hansen and People versus Preds and stuff.
Yeah.
Those guys are just funny. They never touch the guys. There's never anything like clout chasey about it. Those guys don't really ever show their faces or Skeet Hansen does, but he's fucking Skeet Hansen's the shit. But yeah, the Vitaly stuff you could tell it's very obviously clout chasey and whack. But yeah, most of those guys that go up there and they're like, I'm filming for both of our protections. I'm just gonna ask you the questions. If you don't want to answer the questions, I'll call the cops and then they'll deal with you. But it's not like volatile like it is on those Vitaly ones.
yeah, it's kind of nice.
Do you see the guy hit his head though in the Vitaly one?
I've only seen clips,
Oh
obviously.
my
I'm not
God.
watching any of that shit. It's
Did you
kind
see-
of just like absurd.
You see the video where the homeless guy gets out of he's like sleeping and this guy wakes up. He's like, "Hey buddy, I got something for you." And the homeless guy wakes up and he bobbles around on his feet and he falls and hits his head on the wall.
I don't think so,
I'll
but
find that for you. It's pretty insane.
so a homeless guy obviously passed out.
On the front of his wheelchair.
They put a firework in his butt pocket.
No, they did not. That's so fucked.
It's so fucked up, dude.
That's so fucking
but
funny.
the idea is kind of funny, dude. Just-
Oh my god.
Because I mean, again, like obviously the conversation we had today, where it's like, I mean, like, dude, if these fuckers can go into your establishment, threaten to stab you, and then the police show up fucking 4 or 5 hours later and be
Yeah.
like, you need help? You're like, yeah, fucking at noon, I'm closing.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, this is how we gotta get our revenge.
yeah,
dude.
that's.
we gotta go
It's just
around and
gotta,
light these fuckers
it's gotta
on
be.
fire.
It's gotta be a Dennis the Menace style fucking prank war. Pranking the homeless. As so long as it's not damaging them or hurting them, you gotta prank the homeless.
I know, but the thing is like, all these like
Don't
these
do it.
homeless situations are like they're trying to fucking kill you because they're out of their mind, or it's like we got to do something back. Dude.
Absolutely.
Dude, I think we should just start our own Vitaly show, but it's like instead of catching pedos, we're gonna catch homeless people and just fucking put fireworks in their incapacitated pockets.
That is so fucking funny.
Oh
Dang, this is a good podcast,
Yeah,
huh?
right here. Go get some pizza. Get some pizza out there. I mean, unless you want to keep
Pizza,
going. we can-
baby. I think we're
we-
chilling.
Yeah, I don't think. Let me see.
How long we got?
We're like 2 hours, almost 2 hours, but we did a pee break and stuff. It's
That's
the
chill.
economy, horny stuff.
Hour 45.
Dogs stealing phones. I want to hear about that. The fucking Adam Sandler girl. What I need to hear.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you.
This doesn't just end the same way that it did with my friends. When you said my name, I forgot how to breathe.